What is going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. Specifically in today's episode, I do want to continue on discussing where I left off the past couple of days. The past, I'd say 2 or 3 days, we've been discussing that there is pretty much a countdown clock forming on cryptocurrency, specifically XRP, as most of you seem to be interested in and watching. So the past couple of days, we were looking at a few things that were taking interest on the cryptocurrency space. If you've been following the channel, you would know by now that we've been in an extremely long sideways trading consolidation pattern, which ultimately is going to come to an end very soon. Now, specifically on XRP, I do want to look at DueDEX, or basically the Bitcoin chart here, and pretty much discuss what it is that we're forming and how exactly we're going to be capitalizing off of this. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help out the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and this way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So before we jump into the video, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody subscribing to the channel. We just broke 17.4K subs on our way to 20,000 subscribers, which is almost around the corner. Probably by the end of the year, I can see us easily blasting through 20,000. Yesterday's video did extremely well. We discussed that 2 days are left before XRP Ripple sees a massive price jump, which is what I'm anticipating to happen with most of the market right now. Not only just XRP, but I do think that Bitcoin is going to see some sort of big leap in price very soon as well. So specifically to jump into the video, I do want to look at XRP and Bitcoin and kind of discuss where exactly we left off and where exactly we plan on going. So ultimately, there is some sort of trend line that is forming here. There's a channel clear as day. This is where the resistance would be at the top. And then there is a clear bottom support. Now, I've been trying to figure out where to draw this. And I do think this might be the best outlook that we can really pay attention to and look at. So you can clearly see there's a top resistance, there's also a top or bottom support, and ultimately the price has pretty much just been trending inside of here for the longest time. And just today, we actually closed yesterday's candle fairly high. We retested this top resistance, hoping that we could actually break through it, and we are starting to reverse back downwards. So there's a good chance we could see Bitcoin fall back down to $10,100 extremely soon. Now, how does this correlate with XRP? So if you guys are new to the channel, or if you have been a long-time subscriber, you would know by now, just to touch up on a few key subjects and key points of view, that basically what we're looking at right now is consolidation and sideways trading. We're waiting for one of these prices to actually close above resistance, and that would ultimately stimulate the rest of the market to carry along with itself. Now, it doesn't really necessarily matter which crypto does the moving. I do believe Bitcoin is ultimately, due to the fact that it is the biggest trading on the current coin market cap, wherever obviously Bitcoin goes will influence and stimulate the rest of the markets move around too. As you can see, it's another day of pretty much just sideways trading. But the reason this is so important is when you look at the other cryptocurrencies, let's say XRP, it does have a very similar trend, and there can clearly be resistance drawn on here too. Now, it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly where, but I would say somewhere along these lines do we have a bottom support and a top resistance. And obviously today, very similar with Bitcoin's chart, and they do carry similarities, are trading fairly well. I mean, we are closing below here. We did actually earlier this morning close or start trading above. We shot all the way up to 25, and if we just so happen to close above there today, then there's a very good chance they'll be switching long and expecting and anticipating a bullish run to form. Now, mainly the thing to consider is looking at all the other cryptocurrencies, because in essence, they all do have some relevancy to another. They all do interact and intertwine with each other, and it will give you guys a better understanding and general overview of the market if we do, in fact, look at all the cryptocurrencies and come up with a general idea and then apply it to the market. So as you guys can see, I do have Bitcoin pulled up right here. This is the DueDEX chart that I use to leverage trade specifically Bitcoin. I do use other, exchanges to trade XRP, which I'll talk about in tomorrow's video. But in today's video, specifically trading Bitcoin, as you know, Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency on the market today. So this is a very, very, very influential cryptocurrency and token. Now, obviously, you can see there's a clear pattern that I did draw out, a clear channel here. And for those of you that are interested in copying my trades and applying them to DueDEX, there is a link in the description to my Patreon where I post all my trades. We had about 4 people sign up yesterday, so huge shout out to you for checking it out. Basically, if you're interested in XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, I do share my specific trades with you guys on that Patreon group. Reason being is because on YouTube, it takes a while for me to edit, upload, export, and publish the videos, which take a couple of hours, versus Patreon, where I upload instant trading and buying patterns. So it's definitely interesting, and I would highly recommend checking it out. We also have a group of over 100 and I think 25 people, so it's definitely worth joining in. And otherwise, if you guys were interested in trading DueDEX, I did link in the description down below a link to this. Basically, if you're interested in learning how to short, or learning that you can short a market, that you can leverage trade a market, that you can create stop losses, take profit orders, DueDEX is extremely beginner friendly, as well as it is fairly intermediate as well if you guys learn a little bit more about the website, but it is extremely easy to use. They offer up to a $70 free Bitcoin if you do sign up. Check the link in the description down below. Very, very, very great website. Highly recommend checking it out. And obviously following along with me, we do know that if Bitcoin decides to break and close a candle like we're trying to do today, like for example, if today's candle manages to close instead of a wick, but we actually close above here and finish the candle, we have about, I would say, 11 hours left, and close above here, then we know that there's a very high chance we're going to be breaking bullish, and there's a very good chance we know that we're going to be spiraling upwards. We also know that we can create a short if the price closes below this resistance. Now, yes, you can see we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days where we've wicked below this support. So there's a clear bullish bottom here. There's the bulls are extremely, extremely aggressive at this level here. They do not want us to go below $10,000, 10,100. So if we do manage to break below here and close a candle below here, then there's an extremely high chance that we will be shorting this market and capitalizing off the dip here. But ultimately, the fact that we've discovered a box pattern formation, the fact that it is sideways trading, does indeed create value in the fact that we are going to be experiencing a massive volume burst. It always comes with sideways trading. It just depicts which direction we're going to be moving to. That's what we have to figure out. And ultimately, it really doesn't matter, because we do know that when we do have this sideways trading and this movement on XRP, we know that it's not just going to be a little spike like that and come down. We're going to be anticipating a big rally to the upside. So what does that mean? That means as we shoot up, we could easily buy in here as we get the daily confirmation to close above resistance, and we can capitalize off the rest of the spike. And same thing applies here with this box pattern transformation, or sorry, box pattern trend right here. If price closes below this resistance, we can buy in here as we know officially that we closed, and we can capitalize off the short all the way down to the bottom. So it ultimately does open up some very, very, very extreme key factors here that make it extremely easy to capitalize off of this this current bull run or bear run. So you just have to be extremely patient, and I highly recommend turning on post notifications so you do get the updates, as well as setting up some sort of ticker to let you know, or if you guys are interested, just check the market every hour or two and see where the prices are. We know that if we're above on XRP, if we hit 25 cents and we close below there, or just check tonight. Ultimately, it comes down to tonight. If tonight's candle closes above or below either of these points here, we know what to do. And vice versa, if we close in between here, we know we're going to see a little bit more consolidating. Also, the longer we consolidate, the bigger the pressure and the bigger the volume spike will be. So it's going to be opening up some very big waves. I can easily see a 15% jump, given that we have been trading for almost a week and a half now, almost 2 weeks. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be definitely something to check out and be patient with. But otherwise, looking at the S&P 500, because they do discuss this as well, Market looks okay. We've been closed to the market since it is Sunday, so given tomorrow and the next day, we'll pretty much see where the rest of the week ends up. But we've discussed, and I've discussed so many times, that this is a very strong resistance and there's a very high chance we'll capitalize and close back below this. And that is exactly what happened. So I really do anticipate rejection and a bear market to come leading for the next 3 months to the election. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. Definitely make sure to check out DueDEX and Patreon in the link down below. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to subscribe, like I said. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.